Today is Thursday. Welcome to Unblock Yourself. On Thursdays, I like to really dig into our mindset on finances. On Mondays will be the mind. It's top 10 Tuesdays. On Wednesdays, we tackle the spirit. And what I usually do for the spirit, I just usually take the sermon from Sunday that I did with the kids and chop it up and put it in a nice little format for the podcast. So that's for the spirit. Wednesday, spirit. Thursday is for the finances. And Friday is for social interactions. I'm outside the studio, which is actually my house. And it feels nice outside. I just wanted to be outside in the fresh air. Let God just blow that wind right there. Right through my hair. You see that? Yeah. Like that. Just for you. So, finances, let's get into it. Unblocking our finances, or let's be committed to our finances. This whole week has been about commitment. Commitment to ourselves, the promises that we've given ourselves, committed to the things that God has placed into our hearts, commitment to His promises. And we need some commitment to the finances. And why is that? So having goals usually requires some type of commitment in your finances. Having a goal usually requires a lot of money and a lot of time to accomplish what you want to do. However, there's something that we usually do when we don't really have that commitment. We play small. What I mean by that, from the picture you might have seen, is $1. You're not going to make big money moves with little bit of money. It's hard to do. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it's close to it. If you have small-minded objectives and you're small-minded in the finances that you want to do these big things, it's probably not going to work because they don't match. Now, if you had some big finances backing your big ideas, you probably can do things a lot quicker. If you have big ideas and you have a lot of time to put into it, a lot of energy to put into it, then you'll see it come to fruition a lot faster than if I said, you know what? But let's take it like this. When I was in college, it took about 3 years. I say 3 years to get a 2-year degree. Why is that? Because I nickel and dimed it. You know, I took a class here. When I had more time, I took 2 classes. When I had more time, I took 3 classes. But somebody coming off the street, coming straight out of high school, I guarantee you they just went ahead and just knocked it on out like it wasn't nothing. I mean, parents are probably paying for it, but they had the time to devote to it. They had the resources, probably the parents, to devote to accomplishing that goal and getting that degree. But since I didn't have the time committed to just doing that, and I'm working and raising 3 kids at that time, it took me longer. Now, I did do it. It was not impossible. I did it. But I could have been, if I had the time and the resources, I could have got it done quicker and got moving in that field a lot quicker than it took. So don't limit yourself to, well, I don't got the time. It ain't gonna happen. So just like leaving stuff on the table, when we pray for something, God puts it into work. And a lot of times he hands it to you and say, okay, you got to work for this. Just like my kids, if they ask me for something, if they're asking me for a new Xbox or something like that, okay, I'm not going to just, here you go. I'm not going to just give it to them. No, they're going to work for it. They're going to earn what they did, because you'll value more the things that you work for. I mean, if we don't really tend to care about the things we don't value. And not only that, we really hardly value something as much if it's just given to us because we asked for it. You might make a memory and be like, thanks. But it didn't cost you your time. Time is the most precious thing that we have. It didn't cost you any of your time. Somebody else worked for it. And they just gave it to you. But you'll value things when it costs you some of your life. That time you have. Some of your lifespan has been going towards earning this amount of money so you can just give that amount of money away to whatever it is that you want to purchase. So devote some of your time and your resources to accomplishing your goals. I had a couple of questions here. When you start small, don't stay small. Okay? Now that wasn't a question. But the saying goes this: I am as I am. You get that? Or as a man thinks, so is he. So as far as your goals go, as far as your finances go, and you accomplishing your goals, how do you see yourself? What do you think about yourself? Are you prepared to be committed to financially back your goals? Because some people want to go on a cruise or say, I want to go to Disneyland and I want to bring the kids with me and everything. Yeah, we're going to have a great time. But you get that bill of, okay, how much is it going to cost? How much? Are you committed to financially back your goal? And are you committed to invest the time it will take to make that come true? We usually, the convenience, I was just thinking about this a little bit earlier today. It takes about $10. I take $10 and I can feed the family for about 2 or 3 days. But I can take that same $10 and go buy a value meal, and it's going to feed me for 30 seconds. Are you willing to trade time to see your dreams come true? You trade that time for dollars. What do you do with it? How do you see yourself? Are you willing to back your stuff up? Don't play small, all right? Play big, make big moves. And when you plan to play big, you got to be prepared to do what big boys do, big girls do. Pull up your big girl, big boy pants and get it done, all right? You be blessed.